Hi, my name is Blair. I'm with a company called SmartGrow. What you see in front of me are the results of a 180-day growth and weed suppression control test conducted in conjunction with the University of Florida. In this test, we competed 3 leading herbicide brands with the SmartGrow product. The SmartGrow product is an all-natural product which is approved for organic growers. It comes in either a matte form, which you see here, or it comes in a cube form, which is a 1/2 inch square, which is used for containers that have multi-stem plants. The plants you see in front of me were herbicided and weeded 30 days ago. As you can see, the herbicided pots, and again it's 3 various brands, the seal has already broken down, and we must weed or the pots will virtually become so weed infested that we'll lose control of the growth. Also, as you look at the plants, you'll notice that the SmartGrow plants are significantly larger and healthier looking than the ones with the herbicide. We found as an average that the SmartGrow plants grew about 20% larger than the herbicided pots. What we will do in just a few minutes, we'll weed these pots, show the amount of weeds that come out, and remember, the collection of weeds, although not considered by many, is a significant challenge faced by nurseries. So once again, you can see the difference in the growth. Hi, welcome back. At this time, we're going to go through a timed weeding for each of these pots. I'd like to introduce Jonathan from SmartGrow. I'd like to introduce Jill. She's a lab tech with the University of Florida at the local university test site, the Tropical Research and Education Center. Jonathan, if you would, and Jill, whenever you're ready, just tell Jonathan to start and put the weeds in front of the pot, Jonathan, so we can capture how many weeds we're pulling.
All right, you can start whenever. Oh.
Okay. And notice as he's pulling these weeds, he's pulling soil, which is also pulling some of the fertilizer from the pot. Notice as he's pulling the weeds, he's pulling the large groups, and he's still leaving a significant amount of the smaller weeds. To pull all of these weeds will require more time, and when you replicate this in the field by actual field crews, the efficiency becomes much less, and they do in fact leave a lot of the weeds. And that'll be good right there, Jonathan. So let's stop that time, Jill. How much time?
1 minute, 7 seconds, and yeah.
That was 1 minute and 7 seconds. Okay, are you ready, Jill?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, now look at that big clump he's pulling out at this point in time. All that is going to pull out fertilizer, so he's got to shake the soil, which is slowing his time. The longer time, of course, to weed a pot, the more expense of the labor, and the more expensive it becomes to maintain your pots. And again, you'll notice he's having to clear the dirt, soil out of the weeds. And he's still leaving some small weeds in as he's trying to get the main part of this. And of course, any of the weeds that have seeds will be knocked off, and the seeds will be hitting back into the soil, and the herbicide seal is totally broken. And this is again after only 30 days since the last application of herbicide. Okay, Jill, stop.
Yeah.
How long?
That was 57 seconds.
57 seconds for this herbicide. Whenever you're ready, Jill.
All right, you can start now.
And notice he's having to go and pull some weeds where the slit in the mat is that allows you to place it around the plant. Okay, that's a stop.
That was 17 seconds.
17 seconds for the all-organic SmartGrow mat.
All right, you can start.
This pot has the herbicide which is really the most effective, or one of the most effective on the market today, and you'll notice how heavily infested it is. And again, notice how some of the big clumps come out. And in field crews, many times they'll just take the entire clump out, and you may or may not get them to shake the dirt or the potting mix back into the container. Again, as in the previous pots, we're leaving lots of little weeds that will immediately begin to regenerate as we begin through this, as we begin the next growth cycle in the pot. And notice, okay, that's good right there.
Okay, that was 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Right. Now notice, there are numerous little weeds that are still in the pot, and these within another 10 days will be a significant weed regenerating in the pot. Okay, the last pot will be the cubes, which again the product is designed to work in a container with multi-stem plants.
All right, you can start.
Okay.
All right, that was 28 seconds.
In summary, you can see the amount of weeds that were pulled from, this is just, again, remember, this is just one pot. Imagine if you had 100,000 pots or more in your field, the time to weed and then the time to throw these weeds away and the seeds that are generated by what you've pulled. There's a significant difference. The SmartGrow mat or cubes will last for at least 1 season, if not 2 seasons. And again, this mat's been on the plant for 6 months. And when they sell this plant, they can simply pull the mat off, reverse it, and put it back on, and it'll be good for another season. The mat does biodegrade, so you will lose it at some point in time, and it is releasing the nutrients that are natural to the product.